Episode 5. I am glad to be here again. This is the 5th week that you are listening to me, and today I will talk about your 20s. Today it's my birthday, and I'm doing 23 years old. Like, I think it's crazy that I am 23, but you know what? I put myself through a lot of anxiety for the fact that I am 23 now, and I'm growing up. And you know what? It's kind of crazy because it's scary. Okay, it's scaring me, the whole situation. Like, you know, next year I will be 24 and then 25, and I don't know. I don't like that. Uh, Once you reach 25, society starts seeing you as an adult for real, and then whatever. I'm just so much scared. So the idea to be 23, it's just scary. I remember when I was 16 and, I was a kid. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a minor anymore. Uh, that's scary as fuck. And I have to take responsibilities. Now I'm working on this channel. I hope you like it and enjoy it. But you know what? I have some goals that I have to follow. And I don't know, sometimes I get scared and I'm like, it's not gonna work out. But then I'm like, no, it's working out because I have to, you know what I'm saying? And in this podcast, I will tell you how my first 3 year of 20s went. And I'm gonna tell you what you should do in your 20s because I'm seeing things online and I'm like, nah, there is no way you guys do this in your 20s and you lose the time the way you do. Like, that's crazy. Anyways, let's start. When I was 20, I said, oh my god, 20, it's a lot. Anyways, now I am 23. I think that's fucking crazy how the time flies. Anyways, what I've learned in these 3 years of being in my 20s is that, like, I don't feel like I'm 20. I feel like I'm 70, actually, but whatever, it's irrelevant. In your 20, you should do something for yourself. Like, the last thing you want to do is to create a family in your 20s, unless it's 28, 29, 27, if you want to have a family. But you know, 23, you should not have children. You know what? People are gonna get mad at this, but it's the truth. In your 20s, I don't think you have money to have a family, to have children, but whatever. In your 20s, you should create like something for yourself, really. Everybody in their 20s, they go around, fuck around, mess around, drink, and other. And honestly, I think that's the last thing you want to do in your 20s is to lose your time like this. I think in your 20s, you should create a business, you should make money, you should find yourself because in your childhood era, you weren't allowed to have a style because, of course, your parents and school and other things. So your 20s, it's the first time where you are by yourself, like, and you can actually start having your style, start creating your things, and you have to be by yourself. You can't allow nobody around you, no boyfriend, no girlfriend, no son, no daughter. Like, you cannot allow someone else around yourself while you are trying to find yourself. You can't have friends, a family in your 20s because it's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Like, the last thing you want to do in your 20s is to start having children. And then what are you gonna offer to these fucking children? You have no money. You gave yourself no time to find yourself, to find what you love to do, because at the end of the day, money comes when you are creative, when you do what you love. But if you do things just because you have to bring bread to the table, bitch, the money are not coming and you are starving yourself and your children. Like, listen, if you think you are better, because you are having children in your 20s. You are actually stupid and immature. Like the fact that you had this idea to make children while you are in your 20s and you still have to find yourself, like it's actually selfish for the child. Just the idea of, you don't even know yourself, and you probably in your 50s you're gonna find yourself because you dedicated your whole childhood, yeah, like your 20s, your 30s, to grow your child and your family. It's actually stupid as fuck. Like, let me tell you. And if you think you are great, responsible, you have more responsibilities, and blah blah blah, no, I really think you are stupid. You are very stupid to make a family in your 20s. Let me tell you. Families, like, do a family when you are in your 30s. That's it. That's my thoughts on having a family in your 20s. Like, I think it's a bad idea. And the 20s are made for yourself. Be selfish. Be selfish. I'm telling you now. Go find people that are like you. Do not go drink alcohol, go get drunk somewhere. Like, it's absolutely useless. Go find yourself people that you can actually improve your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stuck in the matrix and you are like, yeah, let's have a child, let's get married, let's do this. No, your brain doesn't fully develop until you are 26, which is crazy. Like don't make stupid ass decisions. You know, don't a family is forever, a child is forever, and it's something important. So I wouldn't play with that. Like, I wouldn't do that because now everybody does. Many people just have children just for, and I believe that people in their 20s, they just don't think about it the long run. Like, they don't think about what could go wrong. They don't think about the money, like, and it's wrong. Like, it's wrong and selfish. Just think about it first. Like, don't do what other people do. Like, what is the point of having a family in your 20s? Go have fun. Go find yourself. Travel, read, make money, make a lot of money. Don't even think about having someone. Don't be in a relationship. Don't have a children. Don't have a family. Don't do this stupid ass shit in your 20s. Irrelevant to your life. Go read some books. Have knowledge. Travel. Find new people that have your same, style. Find someone where you can actually relate. Because I think that if you choose to have a family in your 20s, it's like you don't give yourself time to meet people that maybe in the future will give you like something more. Because at the end of the days, when you are in your 20s, like, life just starts, and I don't think you have enough knowledge. Like, you probably met not many people, so I think you should expand that and make it, and if you have a family in your 20s, it's like you limit yourself to know people that actually can relate to you. Choosing so soon to stay with a person when you are 20, 21, 23, 20, whatever, like, it's the worst decision you can ever make. Like, you might be lucky once in a while. Some people, they may met in their 20s and they stay together forever, but that's rare. Okay, the majority of people that met in their 20s, like, when you are in your 30s, like, you are not gonna relate to these people anymore, because once your 20s are gone, like, you start being yourself much more, and you start having your lifestyle, your opinion, your money, your things, you know. And I think that, you know, it's absolutely a terrible idea to make a family when you are 20. You know, this is the best of the best of the best. Your 20s are, listen, your 20s, I think some people think they are hard because, of course, you have to find yourself, your style. You have to create a base for your future and everything. But personally, I think these are so funny. Like, I love my 20s. Like, I'm still young. My skin is still perfect. Listen, I have no family, no bullshit, no friends, no nothing. I am just here making sure that I'm going to be rich. Like, and that's the best thing I can do, honestly. And it's a thing that you should do the same. Like, I don't know what you are waiting for, who you are waiting for, what you are doing. Listen, if you are hanging out with people that you don't like, you should absolutely step back and be like, what the fuck I'm doing? You should be like, well, I think it's time to drop some people. You should be like, well, it's time to focus on myself. It's time to do better for myself. It's time to do better for the present, for the future. It's time to put my money right. Like, if you are in your 20s, that's what you should do. Like, you should not be around people. You should not be around a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend that it's messing out with the law. Like, don't do that. What the fuck are you doing? If you are doing that, girl, man, girl, listen. You are messing around with your future, with yourself. And I think you should stop, like, and focus on yourself. I really believe I'm getting many people triggered by, you know, saying that they should not make a family in their 20s, but it's actually the truth. Like, crying in a fucking river, but look, it's a terrible idea. If you want to do it, none of my business, bro. None of my business. I'm just telling you. Listen, have you, like, listen. Listen. Don't have any family in your 20s. I know that it's harsh to hear and that you are like, oh, that's the most beautiful things to do. But actually, if you choose to have a family in your 20s and you are broke and you don't know who you are personally, like, you are selfish in the wrong way. Because your 20s should be about being selfish, but not with others. You should be selfish, like, it's me time. It's, I find myself, I make money, and if one day I want a family, I can afford a family, and blah 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 blah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I find this quote from, it's not even a quote, it's Pinterest. What to do in your 20s to avoid regrets in your 30s and 40s. And I'm gonna read you this. Travel as much as you can. You will never find it enough. If you have the opportunity to travel, seize it. Don't be afraid of express your emotion. Take your work serious. You know, I really agree with take your work seriously. Like, take your work very seriously. Like, if you know that you want to be someone and you have to do these things to be someone, and then there is your friends that want to get out to eat dinner, just say no. Like, you have other things to do. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Yalla, keep going reading. Build the habits of eating healthy and exercising, which is great. Do it. I am doing it now. Like, I am putting in my mind that I got to do this. I want a diet. I want to lose weight, whatever. Choose who you spend your time with carefully. Like, I agree so much. Okay, you'll be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You get it? So the people you spend time with You are. So if you spend time with crackheads, guess what? You are one. You know what I'm saying? And what else? Um, Understand that no one has it figured out, okay? Don't stress yourself. Your 20s are about to find out yourself. They are not about making a family. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I will repeat that until I die. By the way, I'm not gonna make a family, like, never, like never, like never, never. I know I'm the worst nightmare of conservatives, but you know what? Many of y'all conservatives should not even have a family, because y'all are mentally unstable. Like, I'm telling you now. Yuck. Yeah, I keep on reading on Pinterest. I love Pinterest. Pinterest, please sponsor me. Come on. Anyways, in your 20s, build your body, build your social skills, build your self-esteem, build your bank account, especially your bank account. Like, you don't want to be broke, never, especially if you want to make a family. And even if you don't want to make a family, it's, you know, it's better have money than to be broke. We all know that. Like, have money in your 20s. Like, make a lot of money. Like, and you know what? You should not even find excuses, because you can make money on social medias. You know, it's 2024. Like, there is a lot of way to make money now. Like, come on. Of course, you should not tell no one that you are making plans for your future, because, you know, people can be jealous, and you know what I'm saying. Uh, just don't tell no one what you are doing, like, especially if the price is high. Like, don't tell people that you are doing this and that. Just don't do it, because, you know, people are fucking jealous. You know what I'm saying? So keep it for yourself, you know, and stay strong, you know. Also, don't even bow down to no one. Like, listen, your standards should be raised, and once your standards are raised, nobody can break your standards. And of course, you should have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's say that you are fucking around people, you know what I'm saying? You have friends or whatever, uh, that don't respect your boundaries, family members that don't respect your boundaries, you should cut them off. And even if you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, when people disrespect your boundaries, you do something very simple. You cut them off from your life. Because if they can't understand that there is times and times, like, you're not allowed in my fucking peace. Just saying. You know, you gotta respect yourself first. And if you don't respect yourself first, and you put some boundaries, some walls in front, like, people are gonna step on you over and over, and you are gonna be like, why people treat me like shit? Well, people treat you like shit because you don't look serious about what you say. Like, if you said no means no, yes means yes, fuck you means fuck you. Like, I'm gonna do this means I'm gonna do this. I don't have time now means I don't have time. Like, what do you want? You know, you have to respect yourself first. Like, and then people are gonna bring respect. Your 20s, also, you know, people don't take us seriously. People in their 20s are not taken seriously because I don't know, I think they see us as children still. That's why I think they don't take us seriously. And I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous, whatever. um Listen, show yourself that you have great intention for yourself. Be in the present. Don't focus on what other people do. Be very much present. Follow advices of good people, okay? Follow advices of people that you want to be like, you know what I'm saying. And so, as I said, don't have a family in your 20s. Find yourself in your 20s, travel, find your style, know well who you are, who you want to be, create yourself, It's a time to build. It's a time to build, not families, but yourself. Because once you have your style, your opinions and everything, it's you know better for yourself. Like, people are gonna take you much seriously, and you're gonna live your life much better. Anyways, for example, I don't have friends, and every single person that tried to disrespect me in my family, I drop them off. I have no contact with my fucking family, just with my parents because I live here. But as soon as I leave this fucking house, I don't know if I'm gonna have contact with these two, because I remember how shit they used to treat me like, and I was like, yeah, but you always step my boundary. And when you are a kid, you don't know nothing, and people around you don't even respect you. Then you are in your 20s and you have to heal this type of traumas. Your 20s are also to heal your childhood trauma. So do things that you wanted to do as a child. Go by yourself, things that you wanted as a child. Give yourself space, time to create yourself, because at the end of the day, when you create yourself, people, you're gonna attract people like you. So if you respect yourself, you're gonna attract people that respect themselves. For example, let's say that you want to do a certain job. You are gonna be around people that want to do this job, because you have to learn these habits. You have to see, you have to see it with your eyes, so you can have it better, like in your reality. Your 20s, give yourself a chance to find yourself. Once you find yourself, you're gonna find other people like you. So you're not gonna need to fake who you are, because many people, they just fake who they are. They are afraid to be themselves, and that's terrible. Honestly, I could never ever do something like that to myself. Like, once you don't accept bullshit from no one, I think you find friends like you much easily. Like, you find friends, people, partners that are at your same level. You know what I'm saying? That's why you should find yourself, find what you like. So you find your niche of people like you that like to do things like you know what I'm saying. And for today episode, it was all. I hope I helped someone in their 20s, especially with the family one and with finding yourself. um this was a short episode. Thank you so much. This episode is on YouTube and Spotify. See you next week with another episode of this podcast.